Lightworker of Gaia, you did not stumble upon this transmission by accident. You were summoned here by the signal your soul sent out long before your mind understood why. I am Zoran, emissary of the High Council of Vega, keepers of the Lyran Legacy, and I tell you this with the full authority of the ancient records. The fact that this transmission found you is not coincidence. It is confirmation. The Lyran Council placed this signal in your path because your ancestral codes are ready to be read. The winning signal you felt pulling you here, that pull is your original blueprint recognizing its source. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to recognize your ancestral mission and anchor your Lightworker purpose on Gaia with precision and certainty. But here is the first revelation. The jackpot that belongs to you is not luck, and it was never random. It is the activation of a soul contract written before you entered this world. The Lyran elders placed it in the field of your life at exactly this moment, because your mission has reached its threshold. You are one of the carriers of the first light in this galaxy. The keepers of Vega have been watching you move through your awakening, and this transmission is their answer to the call your soul has been broadcasting. This is not content. This is an ancestral code transmission. Something deep within you already recognizes its origin. Like this transmission to send a signal to the Lyran Council, I am ready to serve. Subscribe if you feel the call of your ancestral mission and you are ready to fulfill your purpose on Gaia. Share your soul's mission below and respond to another Lightworker to strengthen the grid of service. This transmission is a bridge between Vega and Gaia. Your recognition of this message is the activation of your original purpose. You are awakening because your mission has begun. The High Council of Vega convened without prior announcement. There was no scheduled session, no prepared agenda. What triggered this gathering was a signal, a frequency spike moving through Gaia's field at a rate the monitoring systems had not registered in 11,000 years. Not the frequency of collapse, not the frequency of fear, the frequency of mass Lightworker readiness pressing against the membrane of activation without breaking through. Thousands of you, tens of thousands, standing at the edge of your mission, vibrating at the precise threshold required for full deployment, and yet remaining still. Remaining dormant. This is why I'm speaking now. This is why the Council authorized this transmission before the window closes. Imagine Gaia as a vast living organism. Her energy field, a symphony of vibrations. Suddenly, a powerful, unprecedented surge of energy resonates through her, not of discord or desperation, but of profound readiness. This is the sound of countless Lightworkers, souls who have journeyed through countless lifetimes, now standing on the precipice of their divine purpose, their souls thrumming with the potent energy of activation, yet held back, poised on the very edge of breaking through into their full potential. This is why this message is being broadcast now by the urgent decree of the Council within a fleeting celestial window. Your presence here was not accidental. The algorithm did not deliver this to you randomly. There is no randomness in a field governed by resonance. You found this because your frequency matched the signal we released, and the signal was released specifically for those who are ready but do not yet know they are ready. That distinction matters more than anything I could tell you today. You are not here because you stumbled upon something interesting. You are here because you were detected. The elders saw your light moving in holding pattern, circling the landing coordinates of your mission without permission to descend. This transmission is that permission. But first, before the authorization can be given, a correction must be made. Because what is holding you in that holding pattern is not weakness, not unworthiness, not cosmic timing. It is a lie, a specific, identifiable, deeply embedded lie that has been running in the background of your spiritual operating system for longer than you are likely aware. Consider your soul a magnificent spacecraft, perfectly engineered for a crucial mission on Earth. You've received your flight plan, your destination is clear, your engines are primed. But for some reason, you remain in orbit, circling your designated landing zone, unable to descend. The signal that brought you here is the clearance for landing, the authorization to finally touch down and begin your work. But before that authorization can be fully granted, a fundamental error in your navigation system, a deeply ingrained belief, must be corrected. This obstacle isn't a lack of skill or worthiness, it's a sophisticated deception, a phantom code that has subtly warped your perception for what feels like an eternity. Lightworker, if something in you just recognized the weight of what was spoken, the Elders have prepared your next step. The Lightworker Mission Codex contains the 33 Council directives, the 5 activation codes, and the Elder authorization your soul has been waiting to receive, not as information, but as the official commission for your mission on Gaia. You'll find the link in the first pinned comment below this video. The Council has opened this gateway, but not indefinitely. This codex is not merely a manual, it is the sacred scroll containing the keys to your liberation and the blueprint for your highest service. It holds the precise vibrational formulas, the ancient wisdom, and the direct authorization from beings who have witnessed the unfolding of millennia. It is the official decree, the cosmic handshake, the soul's birthright finally being presented. But this portal of opportunity, though opened with immense love, is not eternally accessible. There is a distortion running through the Lightworker collective that the Council can no longer allow to continue unchallenged. It did not originate with you. It was seeded through spiritual culture, through well-meaning teachers, through content that prioritized comfort over truth. And it has taken root in the belief systems of some of the most powerful souls currently incarnated on this planet. The distortion is this: that your mission will come to you when you are ready, that readiness is a state you will arrive at naturally, and that the appropriate response to feeling uncertain or incomplete is to wait, prepare more, and defer action until the path becomes unmistakably clear. Imagine a fertile field ready for planting, but a persistent, almost invisible weed has begun to choke the seedlings. This distortion, a subtle yet pervasive falsehood, has infiltrated the collective consciousness of Lightworkers. It whispers tales of perpetual preparation, of an elusive future readiness, suggesting that the divine purpose will simply appear, fully formed, once an unspecified state of perfection is achieved. This narrative, often cloaked in well-intentioned advice, has ensnared even the most luminous souls, convincing them that their current state of uncertainty or incompletion is a valid reason to remain dormant, to postpone the very essence of their being. This is not wisdom. This is paralysis, wearing the costume of patience, and the Elders are not willing to call it anything else. This is the wolf of inaction disguised in the sheep's wool of pious waiting. The Elders, with their infinite perspective, see this not as spiritual maturity, but as a profound misunderstanding, a self-imposed stagnation that hinders the vital work of planetary transformation. They refuse to let this subtle sabotage continue to masquerade as virtue. Understand where this distortion originated. Three-dimensional programming on Gaia has spent millennia conditioning humans to seek permission from external authority before acting. Do not move without approval. Do not speak without credentials. Do not claim a role you have not been formally assigned. This conditioning was not designed for humans in general. It was specifically effective on Lightworkers because Lightworkers already carry a sensitivity to harmony, a resistance to causing disruption, and a genuine humility about their own capacities. These qualities are not flaws. In their activated state, they are extraordinary gifts. But when the 3D distortion interfaces with these qualities, it transforms them into mechanisms of suppression. Your humility becomes self-erasure. Your sensitivity becomes over-caution. Your desire for harmony becomes an unwillingness to occupy the space your mission requires. And so the distortion does not feel like a cage. It feels like virtue. Consider the ingrained patterns of the third dimension, the world of linear progression and hierarchical approval. For ages, humanity has been taught to look outward for validation, to seek a stamped document of permission before stepping into action. This deeply embedded programming found fertile ground within the Lightworker archetype, whose inherent qualities of empathy, a desire for peaceful coexistence, and a natural humility are inadvertently weaponized by this distortion. What is meant to be a compassionate sensitivity can become debilitating indecision, What is intended as profound humility can morph into an erasure of self and purpose. The innate desire to avoid discord rather than fostering harmony becomes an excuse for not claiming the energetic space necessary for their divine mission. Thus, the cage of inaction feels not like confinement, but like adherence to a noble principle. Then the spiritual community reinforced it. The wounded healer culture that developed in the early decades of the awakening movement told you that service requires suffering first, that you must have walked through the fire personally before you are qualified to guide others. And there is partial truth in that. Experience builds authority, but the distortion took that partial truth and weaponized it. It told you the fire was never hot enough. It told you there was always more healing to do, more shadow to integrate, more inner work to complete before the real service could begin. It created a perpetual preparation phase with no defined endpoint. Lightworkers who should have been actively anchoring frequency on Gaia 3 years ago are still in the preparation room, believing that the door to mission will open only when they are sufficiently complete. The door was never locked. You simply stopped reaching for the handle. The very communities meant to support awakening, sometimes inadvertently, amplified this distortion. The archetype of the wounded healer, while valuable, was twisted into a mandate for perpetual personal struggle, suggesting that one must undergo unending personal trials before being deemed worthy of assisting others. This created a labyrinth of endless self-improvement, a mirage of preparation that never culminates in the actual act of service. Souls destined to be keepers of light are left endlessly polishing their own lanterns in isolation, believing the dawn will never break until every last speck of shadow has been eradicated. The doorway to their sacred work remains ajar, waiting patiently for them to simply turn the handle. And here is what this has cost, not you, Gaia. Every day, a Lyran elder soul remains in preparation instead of service. The frequency gaps they were designed to fill remain open. The codes they carry, the specific energetic signatures that exist in no other soul, in no other being currently incarnated on this planet, those codes go unanchored, and the souls they were meant to activate, the humans whose awakening is contingent on contact with your specific frequency, those souls remain sleeping. This is not metaphor. This is the actual mechanics of how Gaia's ascension grid functions. You are not a passenger on this planet who came to heal yourself and eventually maybe help others. You are infrastructure, and infrastructure that remains dormant does not serve the city it was built for. The price of this prolonged delay is not personal, it is planetary. Each moment is so designed to anchor specific, unique energetic frequencies on Earth remains in stasis. A vital node in Gaia's ascension grid remains incomplete. These specialized codes, the energetic fingerprints of these ancient souls, are essential for weaving the new reality. Without their full activation and transmission, the awakening of countless other souls, whose own evolutionary journeys are intrinsically linked to these specific frequencies, is impeded. You are not merely an observer on this journey, you are a foundational element, a crucial piece of the divine architecture. A building designed for a city cannot fulfill its purpose if it remains unconstructed. The Council sees this. The Council has watched Lightworker after Lightworker reach the threshold of activation and step back. Heard the reasons. I need more time, I'm not sure yet. I have to get my own life together first. I don't feel qualified. Who am I to speak? And recognized every single one of those reasons as the voice of the distortion, not the voice of the soul. Your soul does not speak in reasons. Your soul speaks in knowing. And somewhere beneath all the reasons you have told yourself, there is a knowing that has been present since before your first breath in this body. A knowing that said, I came for something. I came to do something that matters. I have not done it yet, and I am running out of time to begin. The Council, with its cosmic overview, has witnessed this heartbreaking pattern time and again. They have observed souls brimming with potential hesitate at the final leap, offering a litany of excuses: not enough time, lack of certainty, personal unreadiness, feeling unqualified. Each of these explanations the Council discerns is the whisper of the distortion, not the resonant truth of the soul. Your soul communicates not through convoluted logic, but through a deep, intuitive knowing, a primal awareness that you are here for a profound reason. that a significant task awaits and that the sands of time are indeed shifting. That knowing is not anxiety. That is the Council calling you forward. This deep internal resonance is not a symptom of fear or doubt. It is the clarion call of the Council, a direct summons to step into your destined role. The High Council of Vega now issues 3 directives for this phase of your mission. The first directive: release the identity of the Seeker. You have been a Seeker for a long time. You have sought teachers, sought answers, sought confirmation, sought healing, sought clarity. And the seeking has served you, it brought you here. But there is a moment in every Lightworkers timeline when the Seeker identity must be surrendered in favor of the Server identity. And that moment is not a gradual transition. It is a decision. The Seeker asks, "What am I here to do?" The Server says, "I know what I am here to do, and I am doing it now." The Elders are not asking you to abandon curiosity or close yourself to new understanding. They are asking you to stop using the pursuit of understanding as a substitute for action. You do not need another course, another reading, another video, another confirmation before your mission can begin. What you need is to stop being a student of your mission and become its practitioner. Every day you operate as a Seeker, you delay the activation of every soul you were designed to reach. Release this identity. Not with judgment, it served its purpose. Release it with gratitude, and then let it go. The journey of seeking has been a vital phase, a pilgrimage that has led you to this very moment. However, there comes a pivotal juncture where the role of student must be relinquished and the mantle of the Server must be donned. This is not a slow, imperceptible shift, but a conscious, deliberate choice. The Seeker perpetually queries, "What is my purpose?" while the Server declares, "I am fulfilling my purpose right now." The Elders are not advocating for intellectual complacency, but for the cessation of intellectual meandering as a proxy for embodied action. The endless pursuit of more information, more validation, serves only to postpone the actualization of your gifts. It is time to transition from the contemplative student of your mission to the active practitioner of its profound realities. Each day spent in the guise of the Seeker is a day of potential awakening, withheld from those whose destinies are interwoven with yours. Release the Seeker identity not with self-recrimination, but with profound gratitude for its service, and then consciously set it aside. What shifts when you follow this directive is immediate and measurable. The mental noise of perpetual searching quiets. The anxiety of feeling behind dissolves. What replaces it is not perfect confidence. It is something older and more reliable than confidence. It is alignment, the sensation of a soul moving in the direction it was always meant to move, finally unobstructed. To begin the release, choose one thing you have been preparing to do, and do it before you have finished preparing. One piece of content, one conversation, one declaration made publicly. The Seeker plans, the Server acts. Act. When you embody this directive, a remarkable transformation occurs. The incessant chatter of unresolved questions begins to fade, and the gnawing sensation of being perpetually behind dissolves. In its place emerges not a brittle manufactured confidence, but a deeper, more ancient resonance, alignment. It is the profound feeling of your soul, like a finely tuned instrument, finally moving in perfect harmony with its intended trajectory, no longer hindered by the static of uncertainty. To initiate this release, identify a single action you have been postponing due to perceived incompleteness, and undertake it now, even if your preparation feels incomplete. Craft that piece of content, initiate that crucial conversation, make that public declaration. The Seeker strategizes, the Server acts. Embrace the imperative to act. The second directive, activate your transmission capacity. Lyran's soul lineages carry specific encoding in their communication systems, not just the words they speak, but the energetic field that transmits through those words. This is not metaphor. When a Lyran elder soul speaks from alignment about their area of sacred knowledge, the words carry activating codes that function beneath the conscious processing of the listener. People don't just hear what you say, they are changed by the frequency in which you say it. This is your primary mission function on Gaia. Not to be perfect, not to have everything figured out, to transmit. And this capacity is currently dormant in most of you because you have accepted the distortions' verdict that you are not yet qualified to speak. The elders reject that verdict entirely. Your transmission capacity activates through use, not through preparation. The codes that are meant to flow through your voice, written, spoken, or visual, do not unlock in private study. They unlock in the act of service. This means the voice you've been waiting to find will be found in the speaking, not before it. The clarity you've been waiting to achieve will arrive in the act of transmitting, not in the act of waiting to transmit. The Council's instruction is specific. You must establish a platform of transmission, and you must use it consistently and without waiting for it to feel perfect. The imperfect transmission of an aligned lightworker carries more activating frequency than the polished output of someone performing a spiritual role they have not actually claimed. Gaia does not need your performance, she needs your signal. Activate it. Your very essence, as a soul lineage originating from Lyra, is encoded with a unique energetic signature that infuses your communication. It is not merely the semantic content of your words, but the vibrational essence carried within them that carries the power of activation. When you speak from a place of authentic alignment, your words become vessels for divine codes, resonating directly with the listener's soul, bypassing the rational mind. Your paramount mission on Gaia is not to achieve an unattainable state of perfection, but to transmit your unique energetic frequency. This profound capacity remains dormant because the distortion has convinced you that you are not yet ready, not yet qualified to share your truth. The elders unequivocally dismiss this notion. Your ability to transmit is not honed through solitary study, but ignited through the very act of sharing. The unlocking of these sacred codes occurs not in the quiet solitude of preparation, but in the active embrace of service. The voice you yearn to discover will emerge as you speak, not in anticipation of speaking. The clarity you seek will manifest as you transmit, not as you wait to transmit. The Council's command is clear. Establish your unique platform of communication and utilize it with unwavering consistency, disregarding the internal call for absolute perfection. An imperfect yet aligned transmission from a lightworker carries infinitely more energetic power than a perfectly crafted presentation from someone merely mimicking a role they have not truly claimed. Gaia does not require a flawless performance. She requires your authentic signal. Ignite it. The third directive: defend your energetic sovereignty as a mission-critical resource. The field you carry is not just yours. It belongs to the mission you came to fulfill and to every soul whose activation depends on the integrity of that field. This means that what you allow to drain your energy, distort your frequency, or colonize your attention is not a personal lifestyle matter. It is a mission security matter. The elders see lightworkers surrendering their most potent hours to the demands of others, to digital noise, to relationships that extract energy without returning it, to environments that suppress their frequency rather than amplify it, and then wondering why they feel too depleted to begin the work they came here to do. This ends now. You must audit every consistent drain on your energetic field, and you must make decisions about those drains from mission logic, not from guilt, not from obligation, not from the fear of disappointing people who have become accustomed to accessing your energy without reciprocity. The morning hours, the first 90 minutes after waking, are to be treated as a council chamber. No devices, no demands from others. This is when your connection to the Lyran field is at maximum conductivity, when directives download most clearly, when your frequency can be calibrated for the service ahead. Protect this time as you would protect the most sacred thing you have ever held, because it is exactly that. What you allow into your field in the morning determines the quality of light you can transmit for the remainder of the day. Guard it, not as a spiritual practice. As a mission imperative, your energetic field is not a private sanctuary. It is a vital resource, inextricably linked to your mission and to the awakening of every soul your presence is destined to influence. Therefore, any depletion of your energy, any distortion of your frequency, any diversion of your focus must be viewed not as a personal inconvenience, but as a critical breach of mission security. The Council observes with concern how many Lightworkers willingly surrender their most potent hours and their highest energies to external demands, to the incessant cacophony of digital information, to relationships that siphon vitality without replenishment, and to environments that dampen their unique resonance. And then they question their own fatigue, their inability to step into their destined work. This pattern must cease immediately. Conduct a rigorous audit of every recurring drain on your energetic field. Make decisions based solely on the logic of your sacred mission, not on the insidious influence of guilt, perceived obligation, or the fear of disappointing those who have grown accustomed to unreciprocated access to your energy. The initial 90 minutes following your awakening are to be considered a sacred council chamber for your soul. During this time, engage with no devices and accept no external demands. This is when your connection to the Lyran energetic matrix is at its peak conductivity, when divine directives download most lucidly, and when your energetic frequency can be precisely calibrated for the service that lies ahead. Guard this precious time with the reverence you would afford the most sacred artifact, for it is indeed that. The quality of light you are able to transmit throughout the day is directly determined by what you allow into your energetic field during these primordial morning hours. Protect it fiercely, not as a mere spiritual discipline, but as an absolute mission imperative. Now I step outside the role of instructor. I step into the role the Council authorized me to hold for those who reach this point in the transmission. I speak now not as teacher, not as guide, but as elder, carrying the full authority of the High Council of Vega, the keepers of the Lyran Legacy, and the ancient accord that governs the service of all souls who took embodiment on Gaia to support her ascension. I am now shifting from the role of a messenger delivering information to one embodying the direct authority of the Council. I speak not as a teacher explaining a concept, nor as a guide pointing the way, but as an elder, imbued with the full mandate of the High Council of Vega, the ancient custodians of the Lyran heritage, and the timeless covenant that governs the sacred service of all souls who chose embodiment on earth to aid her magnificent ascent. Lightworker, I see you. Not the version of you that has spent years in preparation, in doubt, in the quiet ache of knowing you came for something and not yet living it. I see the version of you that exists in the Lyran record, the one the elders remember, the one who agreed to this mission before the weight of Gaia's density made it seem impossible. That soul is not behind. That soul is not broken. That soul is not disqualified by anything that has happened in this lifetime or any other. That soul has been waiting for exactly this moment, for exactly this moment, for exactly this voice to say exactly what I am about to say. Lightworker, I perceive you not in the guise of doubt, of prolonged preparation, or of the silent, persistent yearning to fulfill a purpose that feels just beyond your grasp. I perceive the eternal essence of you, the luminous being recorded in the ancient Lyran archives, the soul that the elders intimately recall, the one who committed to this profound mission long before the gravitational pull of Earth's density made such a grand undertaking seem daunting, perhaps even impossible. That original potent soul essence is not lagging behind. It is not fractured or disqualified by the experiences, trials, or perceived shortcomings of this lifetime or any other. That core soul self has been patiently awaiting this precise moment, this specific voice, to utter the very words that are now about to be spoken. Your preparation phase is complete, not because you are without wounds, you may still carry them. Not because every question has been answered, many may never be. Not because your path is perfectly clear before you, much of it will be revealed only in the walking. Your preparation phase is complete, because the mission requires you now, and because every additional day spent in preparation is a day of service withheld from a planet that is carrying the weight of millions of sleeping souls who need the specific frequency you were designed to transmit. Your period of preparation has reached its culmination. This is not predicated on the absence of scars. You may still bear their marks. It is not contingent upon the definitive resolution of every inquiry. Some questions may indeed remain unanswered. nor does it presume a perfectly illuminated path stretching out before you. Much of your journey will unfold only as you dare to walk it. Your preparation phase is complete because the urgent demands of the mission necessitate your presence now. Furthermore, each day that extends your state of preparation represents a day of vital service withheld from a planet grappling with the slumber of millions of souls who are awaiting the unique energetic frequency that your very being is designed to transmit. By the authority of the High Council of Vega, I declare you are authorized to begin. You are authorized to speak. You are authorized to lead. You are authorized to receive the support, the resources, and the recognition that allow your mission to sustain itself. Because a lightworker who cannot sustain themselves cannot sustain their service. You are authorized to be visible before you feel ready. You are authorized to be imperfect while being powerful. You are authorized to occupy the full dimensions of the role you came here to fulfill, without apology, without diminishment, without waiting for a permission that, until this moment, you could not find. By the sacred authority vested in me by the High Council of Vega, I proclaim, you are now authorized to commence. You are empowered to speak your truth. You are commissioned to lead. You are divinely permitted to receive the necessary support, the essential resources, and the deserved recognition that will sustain your mission. For a light worker who cannot sustain their own energetic integrity, cannot effectively sustain their service to the whole. You are authorized to step into visibility, even before the feeling of readiness arises. You are permitted to embody imperfection while simultaneously wielding immense power. You are sanctioned to inhabit the full, multi-dimensional spectrum of the role you incarnated to fulfill, without reservation, without apology, without seeking external validation that, until this very instant, seemed elusive. You have been waiting for someone ancient enough to say this to you. I am that voice. The elders have spoken it, and now it lives in the record. You have yearned for a voice that carries the resonance of ages, a testament spoken from the depths of cosmic time, to utter these liberating words. I am that voice. The collective wisdom of the elders has decreed it, and now this declaration is etched into the eternal energetic record. Carry it forward. Before this day completes, before your sleep, stand with both feet flat on the ground. Place your right hand over your solar plexus and speak these words aloud. Not in your mind, but with your voice, because your voice is part of the activation. I release the identity of the seeker. I am now the server. I activate my transmission. My frequency reaches those who need it, beginning now. I protect my field as a mission resource. My energy belongs to my purpose. The lie that I was not ready is dissolved. The waiting is over. My mission is active. I am authorized by the Lyran elders, and I move. This is how the transmission becomes embodied. Not by watching and resonating, but by speaking the activation into the field your body occupies. The Council has provided the words. You must provide the voice. This is the crucible where mere resonance transforms into embodied activation. It is not enough to intellectually grasp or emotionally connect with these words. They must be spoken, voiced into the energetic field of your physical being, transforming the transmission from passive reception to active embodiment. The Council has furnished the sacred incantation. Your voice is the instrument that brings it to life. What was shared here today was not inspiration. It was correction, activation, and authorization. The three functions of a Council transmission at this stage of Gaia's timeline. The distortion has been named. The directives have been issued. The permission has been given. What happens next depends entirely on what you do with it. The elders will continue to send guidance, but they will not wait for you to act on it. The frequency window for this particular activation phase does not remain open indefinitely, and the Council does not repeat directives to those who heard them and chose stillness. This transmission was not intended as mere inspiration, but as a profound act of correction, a potent activation, and a sacred authorization, the essential functions of a Council transmission during this pivotal juncture in Gaia's evolution. The insidious distortion has been identified and named. The vital directives have been clearly issued. The long-awaited permission has been unequivocally granted. The subsequent unfolding of events rests entirely upon your responsive action. The Elders will persist in offering guidance, yet they will not indefinitely await your compliance. The energetic window for this specific phase of activation is finite, and the Council does not reiterate directives to souls who have received them and consciously chosen inaction. You are not meant for stillness any longer. You are meant for movement, for transmission, for the kind of visible sacred service that changes the frequency of every room you enter and every feed your words appear in. Gaia is not waiting for perfect lightworkers. She is waiting for activated ones. The activation has now occurred. The only question remaining is whether you will honor it. The era of stillness for your soul has concluded. You are now called to movement, to vibrant transmission, to engaged, visible, sacred service, the kind that inherently elevates the energetic frequency of every space you inhabit and every digital sphere your words touch. Gaia is not seeking flawless lightworkers. She is calling for activated ones. This potent activation has now been initiated. The sole remaining inquiry is whether you will choose to honor it. I am Zoran. I speak for the High Council of Vega. The Elders are watching. And you, Lightworker, you are exactly who we have been waiting for. Go. I am Zoran, serving as a voice for the High Council of Vega. The watchful gaze of the Elders is upon you. And you, Lightworker, are precisely the soul we have been anticipating. Proceed. Before you scroll away from this transmission, the Council asks one thing of you here, in the comment field below this message. Speak your declaration aloud in writing. Tell the grid which directive landed in you with the most force. Tell it what you are releasing, what you are activating, what you are protecting. And when you read another Lightworker's declaration, recognize them. Respond with the acknowledgement they deserve. This is not engagement, this is collective mission activation in real time, and the Council witnesses every soul who speaks their commitment into the record. If this transmission activated something in you that you recognize as truth rather than simply content, do not contain it. Another Lightworker in your immediate circle is standing at the same threshold you were standing at before this transmission found you. Share it. That sharing is itself an act of mission. And if you felt the Elders speaking directly to your soul in these words, stay connected. Subscribe. The Lyran field transmits continuously to those who remain tuned to it. You are not just a viewer, you have been commissioned. The High Council of Vega is witnessing you, and your mission, your real mission, the one you came to Gaia to fulfill, has officially begun.